Hey everyone, I'm in my bathroom. I'm about to go have a catch up with some friends for like a Christmas lunch thing. And I thought I would just show you some of the things that I use on my skin because a lot of you ask me about natural beauty and makeup products. So I'm going to share with you what I'm using. My face is clean. I've got moisturizer on. For those of you who don't know, I've never used moisturizer. I never really use it. Every moisturizer I've used has always made me break out, and so I just haven't used moisturizer for my whole life until I found this one by Clearstem, which I'm still loving and using. So I've got that on my skin. This has not been making me break out. This has been improving my skin. It's amazing. I may actually have a discount code coming for this, so if you can hang in there for a day or two, I should be back in with a discount code for you. Next thing I'm going to put on, because I may end up in the sun. Yeah, possibly going to be in the sun a little bit today, so I'm definitely going to wear sunscreen. Sunscreen as well as moisturizer is the other thing that I have had a very hard time in life finding something that doesn't make my skin break out. And so this one I'm still trialing. So far so good. I'm very hopeful about it. I think this might be the one for my face. So it's also by the same brand, Clearstem, because they make products that with acne prone skin in mind. So I'm using this sunscreen and I'm going to put that on first. Maybe I'll put a tiny bit more moisturizer on before I begin and wash my hands before I touch my face. Skincare tip: before you touch your face, wash your hands. So I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to put just a tiny bit of moisturizer on. The amount I use is, I've already put some on this morning. I'm literally just going to use that. Dot it on. Okay, and then I'm going to put the sunscreen on. Maybe one pump or two, and that should go down to my chest as well. So I'm just going to dot this on like this, especially up here. I seem to get sunburnt there a lot. Okay, so you can see that 2 pumps is a lot. I've still got this on my hand, and I'll probably put that down my neck and on my chest. Just going to rub all of this in. It's got a really nice finish to it. Feels really good on the skin. Just feels moisturizing really, without being greasy at all. So I still have quite a bit left over. That's going to go on my neck and on my chest. So I'm going to get in there and do that. One sec. So sunscreen done. The next thing I'm going to do, I'll show you 2 things. I'm only going to use one of these, but I think this is discontinued. I've had this a while. The Jane Iredale Glow Time. So good. It's a liquid mineral foundation. I think they've discontinued this. They've probably got something else that's kind of replaced it though. But I do love using that, and it's also got SPF 25 in it. But most of the time, I just use my Jane Iredale powder. I've been using this for like maybe 10 years. Yeah. And I just get the refills. This pops out and you can refill it. So I've actually got one ready to go. So I will just put it into here and yeah. Most of the time I just use this. It's not as often I will use this. If I use this, it's the smallest amount and mix it in with a moisturizer. That's another reason, even though my skin hasn't necessarily needed moisturizer all this time, it's good to mix in with something like this. So I've also wanted to find a moisturizer for that reason. But this powder for my skin, it keeps everything really dewy and glowy. I have oilier skin, so the way that this powder just mixes with my natural oils, you can't tell that I'm wearing a powder. I don't think it doesn't have a powdered look at all. So anyway, I just use a brush. I clean my makeup brushes after sometimes after every use. I would say at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. I clean these often. Very important, especially if you have breakouts or acne prone skin. Okay, so a little bit on the brush, and then I just start doing little circles. I'm looking here because the mirror is here and this is the only place I can fit you. I'll try and do this in the camera. Just like really gentle little circles to buff it in. I don't really wear makeup often, but it's nice. I really enjoy doing it when I'm going out to something. It just feels really feminine and girly and enjoyable. Okay, should we get under the eyes? And I also like to bring it into that inner corner. Anyway, you get the drill, little circles. Also, you can build the coverage with this, so you can just go back in and build a little more. And I just always blend in around my jawline. This also does, I'm sure this contains some sort of sun protection as well. Okay, so that's enough. I'm happy with that. Now, because it's just like a nice little occasion with friends and it's Christmas time, I'm going to use an eyeshadow. I love a gold or bronzy eye. So I've got a new one from RMS. This stuff's amazing. I could probably get another color of this and blend them together, and I think it would be super pretty. But I'll just find a brush I can use for an eyeshadow brush, and I'll show you how this looks. That's actually something I really need to get, is a good eyeshadow brush. Something before I get onto that, I also have this, I will use this as well, this Aria Perez bronzer, and this chips a little. Sometimes I use this on my eyes as well. So I'll use this as a bit of just bronzing powder, but then I also like to put it on my eyes. So anyway, today we're gonna go with the sparkly RMS. And I'm using the tiniest amount. Look at this. I'm just gonna show you first. That was just such a small amount. You've got to work pretty quickly with this because it's like a cream formula. But I'm gonna see how I go with actually just. Okay, I was filming me doing that, but Instagram, after I do a certain amount of stories, it stops wanting to work and I have to switch my phone off and back on again. So anyway, I've done this eye. I'm just going to move on to the next one using a really small amount. And I was just saying, this is not really the right eyeshadow brush, but it will do. I can make it work. And I'll just keep blending that in. And I like to not wing it, but I have almond shaped eyes. So let's see if I can do it here. As I'm blending, I do this sort of shape. And it just, I don't know, I just think it works on my eye shape, I think. And that's it. Okay, no, that's not it. I need to put mascara on, and I just don't know if I'm gonna really put much bronzer on, or if any. I'm gonna do it, because I'm gonna do it. Let's do a bronzer. I'm gonna do this really lightly. And I'm just gonna use it up here. And almost like, I kind of use bronzer blush. I like a bronze blush. So anyway, I just put it here. Sometimes, I'm not gonna do this today, but I also bring it up around the hairline here. Sometimes I even dust it down my nose. I put it under my jawline a little bit, you know? And like I said, I also like to use that as an eyeshadow. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna do is mascara. I love this mascara. I've already got a backup of it here, which I actually probably should be opening. This is probably at its end now. I've been using it a long time. Tok Beauty mascara, that's my favorite. This is clean, natural, safe products to be using on your skin. So this is a great mascara. Fun trick I have, I can actually do mascara without even looking. Like, I have been known to just walk around the house putting mascara on without even looking. Which right now, I mean, I can see the camera a little bit, but I'm not opposed to doing it in the mirror. I just, like, I do. I just don't have to. Maybe I should. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go get changed and I actually have to head off, so I'm just gonna leave this there. I'll see if I can get you in some better lighting here. There's the eyes. And I really love how natural the mascara is. Like, it's not clumpy and it doesn't clump all the lashes together. It feels really like natural eyelashes just enhanced, which is the goal with makeup for me. So this is at the point, like, I'm not gonna apply makeup again today. So I would wash my brushes and just with, like, you can use your shampoo or your body soap. I just wash them and then I leave them on the counter to dry. A tip is, where's my brush? Don't just sit them in something and let them dry like this, because the water gets down into here and your bristles can start to, it destroys the brush. Your bristles will start to fall out much faster. So I just put them on the counter and I leave the brush hanging over the edge so it can dry sideways. So there's a little tip, make sure you wash your brushes. So before I go, just want to show you, nothing ever feels complete for me if I've got dry lips. I am always applying lip balm. All my friends know I'm constantly just like overdoing it. With her raw lip balm, that's been my favorite for, I'd say, like 11 or 12 years now. Very devoted to that lip balm. But as like a gloss that also feels very balmy and moisturizing, loving this. And you don't need much. It is, you know, it's kind of pricey, but I'll let you know how long this ends up lasting. I'd say it's going to last me more than a year, just depending on how much you apply it, really. But just a really small amount of this Fit Glow Beauty, again, all natural, non-toxic. This, hang on. Okay, so lips done. I think I was saying, yeah, it can seem a little pricey, but I use a very small amount. Like, I imagine this is gonna last me for quite a long time. Okay, so that's it. I need to go now. I'm actually, needing to leave. So I'm gonna go get changed and head out to lunch. So thanks for joining me in my bathroom, and I hope some of this helped, and yeah, see you again soon.